User management is a first party feature of Duende IdentityServer that provides native user storage and programmatic support to manage the full lifecycle of users, including group and role memberships. With a passwordless first authentication layer, it emphasizes modern authentication methods like one time passwords, passkeys, external providers, and recovery keys, while still allowing older forms of authentication, passwords, to be used. Let's look at what it takes to get started with Duende User Management. Here's a very simple project we're going to use to get started. We have an empty ASP.NET Core web application. We'll add one-time password login, which will be emailed to the user, with Duende User Management. Right now, this is an empty web application without any Duende bits added. And right next to it, we have an Aspire project to orchestrate application startup for local testing. Note that the Aspire project also runs Mailpit on startup, which we'll use to simulate emails sent during our local testing. We start by adding 3 Duende NuGet packages to our project. Duende.IdentityServer, because this is an identity server project. Duende.UserManagement.IdentityServer 8, because this adds the user management functionality to Identity Server version 8. And we'll add duende.storage.sqlite while we're here, because we're going to store users in a local SQLite database. We'll start by adding some files we need in many identity server projects. A static config.cs file that holds client information for our sample, and also the underscore view imports.cs HTML file that was not added by the project template. Specifically, we need it to add the ASP.NET Core tag helpers. We'll also implement a homepage that requires a signed in user to visit. Now we can start adding code inside program.cs. We'll add everything we need for a standard identity server project. We call add identity server, add some in-memory resources from our static config class, add data protection, and enable the authentication middleware. Now we can add the necessary calls to add user management functionality with the add user management helper function, and calling the authentication helper inside of it. Since we'll be sending one-time passwords, we'll also set the SMTP settings here so user management knows to send those in an email. Finally, we'll initialize our database schema so we can store user information. And that's everything we need for user management. Now we're ready to add the login page. We'll start by adding the CSHTML markup, which will allow a user to enter their email address to request a one-time password. The C# code in the backing file will start out straightforward. It will hold the binding model for the UI. We can now add the onPostAsync method to the login page, which will send the one-time password to the user's email address, while also redirecting the user to the Enter OTP page where they will enter the value they got over email. Now that we have the login page, let's create that Enter OTP page. We'll start by filling the Enter OTP.cshtml file with the markup to let the user enter their OTP code and add a submit button. The backing C# file will hold the model and the onGet method. We'll implement the onPostAsync method to validate the OTP code by verifying it and then signing the user in, then redirecting them back to the homepage. And that's all the code. We now have a very simple implementation of user management that allows a user to sign in after proving they have ownership over an email address. Now let's run it and see what it looks like. Here we have Aspire running, along with Mailpit and our application. Let's open the application and click the Login button. I'll enter my email address, myself at example.com, and click the Login button. We are redirected to the Enter OTP screen. I'll click on the Mailpit link to get the one-time password and copy paste it to the form. And that's a successful login. We just created a simple application that lets a person sign in after proving they own an email address. And we did it using secure, modern authentication methods. There are more supported scenarios to authenticate users with Duende User Management, including passkeys, external providers, and of course, passwords. If you want to implement a more in depth version of this sample, a full application with login and logout functionality, you can follow the guide in our Getting Started section of our documentation at docs.duendesoftware.com.